Welcome to Masculine Scrapping. Today I'm going to work on a spread from an evening trip I took to Fort Worth. A friend and I went to Del Frisco's Double Eagle Steakhouse, and so that's this side. And we were going to the Symphony afterwards, which you'll see soon. But as we were exploring the downtown, we found this mirrored cowboy hat, and I got a picture near it. And so you can see it's kind of sparkling here, and so I used a silver glitter paper to create that hat. All of this was designed in Cricut design space and then cut out with my Cricut Maker. And these words here were written with a pen, but the rest of it was cut. I used this torn edge or jagged edge tearing tool to create the tear here in here, and then use my sewing machine to put in this pattern here. It's kind of almost a saddle stitch on both sides. And then you can also see I put a stitch around here. I wanted this to look a little bit like a napkin or a tablecloth for the design here. So let's start with this side. Again, I've already done most of the work on this just because it takes a while. I'm going to put these two photos to the side while I work on something you might be able to see, but there's little hanging strings everywhere here, and I'm just going to cut those off on the front. I might need a sharper pair of scissors. Here we go. And to make sure that those stay adhered, I'm just going to use some tape on the back. That way it kind of holds that thread in place. You can see here I ran out of the back or underside of the stitching. Whoops, there we go. So you can see that there. And then same thing here. I'm just going to flip this over. You can see a little bit of thread here. Flip it over. And then tape it down. Well, that wasn't a great tape job, but it'll work. And same thing on this side. Just take the thread. So there we go. You can see it's cleaned it up quite a bit when you do that. Okay, did I get some tape there? Yes. Okay. So I'll leave that tape to the side. I am going to need that. And then the two photos. In Cricut Design Space, I have a couple of pre-made templates with sizes of photographs, and they're guides, and so you can add them to the design as you're making it, and it takes into account the size of your photographs. So I always make sure that I'm doing that so I can get the spacing for the matting for the photographs down first. Okay, there we go. I'm using an old photo that I've cut to press down. It helps to keep the fingerprints. We'll just set that one up here to the side for now, and then we'll work on this one. Same thing here. I'm going to, you can see, tape the thread here. Flip it over. Just helps it to hold in place, but also not to get too wily when you're trying to put it in the plastic page protector. That one wrinkled. Let's get a nice straight one. And again, it helps to hold the threads in place when you are doing the stitching on the paper. So, all right, we've got several layers here, so we'll just start getting them down. This is the back. And you'll notice that I tried to use the same colors on both sides, even though it's like two different entities. They work close together, and I like this. I like the spreads to really color coordinate. So there we go. Get that down. And then we'll get Texas down. Okay. Always like to just make sure it's going to work before I get the tape on. Del Frisco Steakhouse, by the way, was really amazing. Had some great food. Was fun to eat somewhere high-end for a while. Was a little pricey, but you need to do those things every once in a while. You'll notice maybe there's some little sparkly here. There's 4 little mirror pieces. I won't say much more about where those came from. But I may have found them on the ground. And dropped them in my pocket because I knew it would be awesome to have for this scrapbook spread. Now I'm going to lean this guy up here. There we go. Little cowboy. And then the silver hat. I did have to angle this a little bit when I was designing it to keep it from covering up too much of the photo. But it looks like I might have been able to do a little more even. So there we go. We'll get them in place. This is Del Frisco's Double Eagle Steakhouse in Fort Worth, and a beautiful mirrored sculpture of a cowboy hat that I got a picture near. So thank you for watching. I would love to see your projects. Have a great day.